Guys, I fucked up. Late last month I released Everything Wrong with Ratchet and Clank 2, and it was an okay video. There was a funny meme at the end, that's all well and good, but I missed so much shit. Some lovely people, who are probably more qualified to be doing these videos than I am, were kind enough to point out that I needed to make a part 2. So I thought, why not? I'm gonna make a part 2. It's gonna be nice and quick, I'll cover most of the shit I missed, and people can whinge at me some more for fucking destroying the game at shitty childhood. Also, I'm gonna use that chicken bot sound as the ding for the whole video. Tell me what you think, my dudes. Suggest another sound if you like, I don't care. Why am I asking this? 93% of my audience is 10 years old. You'll probably all suggest the fucking Minecraft. You know, the sound your dude makes when you get hurt. You know, the fucking, you know, the fucking, is that still a sound? I don't care. Anyway, here's Everything Wrong with Ratchet and Clank 2. Super mega, I fucked up, I'll never do it again, I swear. Please don't unsubscribe. I need money to feed my goldfish edition. Thanks to the Flaming Scyther, MonoChromium, Biscuit Eater Elliot, Duke Wikoli, and HeatHootSkyat Noctowl AG? Sure? Parody! First, let's address this terrible sin.
Your child will shriek with joy when he meets our adorable friend.
What does shrink with joy even mean? How does someone get so excited they just grow smaller? So I've gone my whole life thinking the phrase was in fact shrink with joy, but as it turns out it's shriek with joy. I guess this is my there's no gravity in space moment, huh? Right, now the sins I forgot. Why were Ratchet and Clank split up in the first place? It's clear that they work better as a team.
We'll do it! We will?
And for that matter, why was Clank hesitant about joining Ratchet on his mission? It's a little odd and out of character. The Monsterpedia was a cool idea, it was kinda sad to see Insomniac stopped implementing it after this game. I'm questioning why a place that sells maps of the galaxy exists at this point in time, especially cardboard maps like these. Maps to the stars. Why is this man still working here? The Megacorp outlet on Oozla has been abandoned for some time, yet this video is clearly quite recent as the thief is working with the recently contracted Thugs for Less. And why is Angela being such a meaty bobini? She's obviously a good guy. The Hopper Bomb gun kinda sucks. It pretty much encouraged those motion-controlled weapons in the future series. Ratchet and Clank games usually employ an edge-hanging mechanic and only ever use it a couple of times. In Ratchet and Clank 2, it is literally used only once. The mini-turret is like this universe's iteration of Ditto. It'll get inside anything. I literally cannot open the quick select menu right now. It just stopped working. I don't know if this is the port's fault or the original game's fault, but I'm gonna blame the port because it's fun.
I'm coming down! Whoa!
Angela could have instead used this opportunity more wisely by shooting him, snapping his neck, stabbing him in the back, or maiming him on the spot and leaving with a nice yellow coat. The lifter bot is only ever used once, and I mean literally once. He lifts one block. Using the dynamo in this pyramid thing lets you play a Chicken Invaders knockoff, except it's a bunch of sheep instead of angry poultry. Huh? Space Invaders? What the fuck is that? Sounds like a ripoff of Chicken Invaders. Clank apparently needs weights in his apartment. Apparently everyone really likes the Seeker gun. I'm gonna take a sin off for you all. But then immediately put it back on because the upgraded HK-22 gun makes the no ammo noise every time it fires. Ace Bunyan challenges were pretty difficult, frustrating even. The fly-through rings missions were infinitely easier and more enjoyable in Deadlocked due to the improved controls. Here, trying to commandeer your ship through a bunch of small-ass rings is like trying to fit an iPhone charger in an Android phone. It just doesn't work, mum, for God's sake! Discount Blackwater City. Discount Hoven. This all started as an elaborate April Fool's hoax, but now, it's gone too far.
So, do you have the, delivery?
And so continues the Bogon drug war.
Come, gentlemen, there is precious little time.
What, was a Star Wipe too fancy for you?
This one says, use rock to break glass to get wrench to break glass to get rock.
Excuse me. I'll have you know that I am fluent in the language of binary, and you are incorrect in your translation. This, in fact, translates to... greater than 9. Yes, indubitably. This swing shot target is unnecessary.
The power appears to be out in this entire area.
If the power's out, how did you call a maintenance bot? Why does a robot need glasses? People really want me to sin the glider section for being difficult when it's really not. But you know what? I need to add another sin for that fucking nanotech upgrade! Without any upgrades, the deep space disposal facility is frustrating as all hell. With upgraded laser cannons, this level is over in a matter of seconds. The meteor gun. The meteor gun. The fucking meteor gun! Okay, but seriously, the lava gun was great, it was a decent replacement for the pyrocida. The upgraded version is a complete completely different weapon with very few applicable combat uses due to its terrible range, slowish fire rate, and lackluster damage output. It's not too bad in challenge mode, but it's only useful with the lock-on mod. Arachnoid is easy, and Megapede is cheap. Megapede is even more cheap when you try to do a damage avoidance challenge. This challenge gave me a hernia. The Box Breaker. Though, let me tell ya, getting that box breaker is difficult as all hell when you're wearing standard armor and this boss can essentially one-hit you. This fucking bolt at the end of Bolden. It's right fucking there! And then you get captured. The disappearing platform section of the flying prison level were an interesting concept that never gets revisited. Mega Rocket Cannon. Mega Turret Glove. If you hate the Snivlack boss, don't fret, a solution has presented itself. Head to this part of the city overlooking this jump pad. Use your charge boots to glide on down there, jump back up to the weapons vendor, stock up on rhino ammo, and head back along the bridge and fire away. Return and stock up on ammo as necessary. I guess this is technically a sin since it's a massive exploit, but I love the crap out of this. How are they managing to catch this episode of Behind the Hero in order without fail? Also, Behind the Hero has a completely different host at the beginning of the game. Good. I like Steve Bloom better. I wonder if this is just me, but I swear these platforms have some sort of magnetic force pulling you towards them. You don't play the game plays you! These stupid little things don't even bite you, they just at you.
Go ahead. You'd be doing me a favor.
Michael Bell is being suicidal in this scene, kinda like in most of Ratchet and Clank 3. If these trains can teleport, do they actually need to follow the railways? Also, why are some of them falling into the ocean? Is this Ratchet and Clank's version of a suicide booth? Clank didn't skip leg day. Giant Clank level. The Hypnomatic is a cool idea, but there's a lot of missed potential here. It might have been cool to be able to take control of a few other enemies, plus it's introduced too late into the game for its unique concepts to be played around with. Apparently I needed to send the fuck out of Planet Grelbin some more. Well, I guess the section with the Hypnobots was annoying. Also, you don't realize how terrible Grelbin is until you're trying to collect all 101 Moonstones on challenge mode while wearing the standard armor. And if we want to get technical, when we land on Grelbin, Angela's place is just a few seconds away, but in order to get there, we need to fly to a different planet altogether and have some dude with a sock puppet, which, by the way, how your own hand can hypnotize you is beyond me. Assemble a gadget, the 3 pieces of which you collected on 3 different planets, to allow you to access an underground area. You know how you could have avoided this? By just landing over at Angela's in the first place. Fuck! The Synthanoid is kinda The upgraded Killanoid is still but it's got a cool name. The Zodiac is kinda badass, but a single unit of ammo costs 10,000 bolts, which costs more than purchasing the chopper or the Seeker gun. The only cool thing about the Clank Zapper is that it kinda sounds like Frank Zapper. Seriously, Clank will only attack as many times as you select the Clank Zapper from your quick select. It does minimal damage, and ammo costs 100 bolts apiece. Useless.
Now that I've sold my 1 millionth hygienator, I can finance the comeback of the greatest superhero who ever lived!
So why is Quark recording himself talking about his master plan? Unless it was that girl robot recording this, which I doubt because of the camera angles and cuts. Quark seriously managed to infiltrate Megacorp, lock the CEO in a supply closet, and masquerade as him using a more or less perfect skin suit? The same man who slept with a monkey?
With this, super electro gadget I invented, I will end the protopet threat once and for all.
So if Quark's plan was to rescue the galaxy from the protopet menace, how did he plan to do so? It's not like he knew about the Helixo thingy. For that matter, he also would have needed to have prior knowledge of the protopet, which was at the time under wraps, and also know of its potential flaws to be able to exploit them. You can shoot the protopet before entering the boss battle itself. Carbonox armor, while providing decent protection against the many hazards of the galaxy, also conceals Ratchet's beautiful face behind a full-face helmet. Cutscenes are less interesting as a result. And I don't have footage of it, unfortunately, but let's knock 10 sins off for the Insomniac Museum, arguably one of the coolest secrets of all time.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Thanks for watching my completely unnecessary addition to a series of videos that rips off CinemaSins. Anyway, if you watched this far and you're totally confused as to what's going on, go check out the original Everything Wrong with Ratchet and Clank 2 by clicking this annotation. Or check out my other significantly better videos. Rock Band Rivals is coming out soon, why not rewatch my Guitar Hero Live vs Rock Band 4 video? And finally, the next sin video is on Ratchet Deadlocked, or Ratchet Gladiator I guess. Feel free to submit your own sins and I'll chuck them in the video somewhere, so long as they're good. Again, thanks to the Flaming Scyther, MonoChromium, Biscuit, Elliot, Wikoli, and HeatHootSkyat Noctowl, AJ or whatever, for providing a whole bunch of sins for this video. Maybe you guys should be doing this instead, huh?